Hey, good afternoon again, everybody. Lawrence Michael, Operations Manager for Air Quality Remediation. We just made a video earlier today in an apartment complex that we were doing a mold remediation project on. This is another Crawlspace mold remediation project that we're also starting today. I just wanted to make a quick video to show you guys what we had going on. I know I've done other Crawlspace remediation project videos in the past. This one is a little different as the access to the crawl space is inside the house versus an exterior access, which is usually the case. Not only that, normally there are exterior vents around the exterior foundation walls of the crawl space. Normally the east and west vents are left open so that prevailing winds comes through and lowers the relative humidity in the crawl space, so that'll prevent mold growth issues. However, in this case, in some cases we've had to deal with, there are no vents in the crawl space. So when we do any remediation, as you guys know, we have to build a containment and we have to set up negative air pressure before we do any remediation. That eliminates cross-contamination into unaffected areas of the home or building or property or whatever the situation is. So without any vents in the crawl space, we're kind of limited on what we can do. Now, again, we have to create that negative pressure because we have to eliminate cross-contamination. So we see here, we build our containment. So this crawl space access is inside a washer and dryer, not a closet, I guess it's bigger than a closet, but a washer and dryer and hot water heater room. So we build a containment to isolate this area, and because there are no vents in the crawl space, we took our HEPA 500, our air scrubber, and we have it ducted outside the containment. Now, the video that I posted a couple days ago, we also had to do a similar thing where there were no windows in the basement, the unfinished basement that we were working on, so we had to take the HEPA air scrubber, duct it outside of the containment and out a window. This is similar, except we're doing a crawl space, and because the crawl space has no vents, we had to take an air scrubber that's contained because it's inside the containment area at this doorway, duct it outside the containment area and to a window. So what is happening, the air scrubber is filtering the air that's inside this washer dryer room, but it's also sucking all the air and spores and contaminants from the crawl space because this is the only access to the crawl space. It's sucking that air, those spores, those contaminants up through this access into this room, and then it's filtering it from the room through the ductwork and outside the window. So I just wanted to show you guys what we had to do to create negative pressure inside this space. Again, it's not normal. Normally we have vents that we can attach to create that negative air pressure in the crawl space. Another thing about this crawl space is it's really, really tight. Normally a crawl space, you crawl. It's not high enough to, walk around, but it's definitely high enough for you to just, sit on your knees or sit on your butt and do whatever work you need to do, whether that's remediation services or plumbing or electrical or ductwork or anything else. This one is about 12 inches wide in some places, or 12 inches tall in some places, between the decking and the ground. And then you also have piping, the ductwork that's in the way. It's really tight in there, so it's going to be really extensive to try to remove all the mold affected, bad insulation, and then treat all the floor joists and decking with our normal process, and then encapsulate everything, all while being super tight inside this access. I guess I can try to give you guys a look inside real quick. So you can see from that 2x8 joist and that PVC pipe and the ground, there's really not much room in here. And you can see that's the roof, that's the ground, and the PVC pipe is about in the middle. So there's really not much room in here. So we'll do our best to do the remediation. What we're going to have to do is probably take little shovels and dig out the ground so that we can get underneath the 2x8 main joist and be able to still take the bad insulation, bag it up and remove it, and then still be able to get to all the areas of the crawl space for the remediation. So we'll take a shovel, we'll dig it out, do our remediation services, and then replace the dirt foundation, and then put our moisture barrier down. So again, air scrubber goes outside the containment door. Our containment, as always, ducts across, and then goes out a window here. So this is in a bedroom. Now we couldn't have the ducting on the floor because then it would be a tripping hazard per OSHA standard. So we had to raise it up high enough so that nobody would trip over it. It wouldn't be in anybody's way. So we have it ducted through this bedroom and out the window. So that's what's creating our negative air pressure. So I know I made a video earlier today. I just wanted to show you guys what was going on. I thought it was pretty cool and what we had to do extra to make this work per the IICRC's S520 mold remediation standard. Unfortunately, there are a lot of companies out there that don't adhere to the standards. If they ran into this issue, they would just say, well, too bad I can't make negative pressure, so I'll just do it how I can do it, and then it cross-contaminates the entire house. So anybody out there that has any indoor air quality issues at either the residential or commercial property, definitely give us a call. Check us out on any of our social media platforms. I appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you on the next video.